All right. Do either one of you want to share your screen?
Do you guys have it done? I've got it done pretty much.
No, I don't have it done either. I'm working on the sorts, which is step one.
All right, let's go share screen here. Hold on, where is it? There it is. Okay. All right, so here's the sales data. Get rid of that. And first thing you were supposed to do is do a bunch of sorts.
Sort, yep, 5 of them.
So you basically sorted the month, store, inventory, make, model, and model. All right,
Yep,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I just went through the sort. I just selected the array and hit sort and sorted for each of those in that common row in that. Right. So yeah, I just selected the whole thing.
Yep.
And just did the custom sort there.
Yeah.
And just went up here. Where's my
5
sort?
levels.
Sort. Custom sort, and then just added levels.
Added levels, yeah, perfect.
First level, second level, third level. Just pick the different things it told me as it goes. So.
Perfect.
Then it said to color this column so that it's red and green, and I didn't get it right.
So it's supposed to be 3 colors.
Red, yellow, green.
Yeah, everyone. But I've got a blend of all 3. So where is that? That's in data validation.
Yeah. No, it should be in conditional formatting, right?
Yeah.
Is it? Conditional formatting, manage rules. So, well, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to delete my rule and start over. So, conditional formatting, and it has to have a, what did it say?
So,
data bar? No.
3 colors.
Colors. Would it be the color sets?
Color scale.
Color scales, I mean? Green, yellow, red.
But those
green, yellow, and red. So if I pick that,
it wants it to be gradient.
It's gradient. How do you get rid of gradient?
Manage the rules.
Manage the rules.
So
there you go.
I went up here and still 3 color. I want to go lowest value per number or per percentile, or how would you? That's where I was having trouble here.
Try doing number.
So number, and do I put 33?
No.
Or the number means what the value of that cell is, right?
Yep. Right. So it'd be anything below.
But then I don't know what the range is because it's. I haven't done a average, mean, whatever, that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's what. This is where I was having trouble. You know, I ended up going with percentile.
Yeah.
For the 33 percentile, or
try.
Oops. Wait a minute.
Well, the minimum would be the lowest value, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, it'd be the bottom percentile that you want. So I think 33 would be correct.
And then do I say 100 percentile?
I think so, yeah.
Kind of what I did. I said, okay.
Try instead, click back on that rule.
And that's how I came up with what I had before. But,
but it's graded. Try clicking on that 3 color scale again.
You can do a 2 color, a data bar, or an icon set. basically says. So this is where I was getting hung up on here. I ended up, that's all I went to is right there. I didn't know how to get just, that's why I was going to say, do I go to the other one and say, well, see, I don't know the values. I have to figure out all the values and the ranges before I could pick the other one. All right. Is everybody scratching their head?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
about-
I'm trying to figure it. Okay, I think what you want to do is you'll do 3 different.
Should I do formulas or?
Well, yeah. So you'll in conditional formatting, instead of doing color scales, you'll just do highlight cell rules.
So.
And then you can do.
This is for highlight cell rules.
You may need to find out kind of the percentiles.
Yeah, that's it.
Which you can do that with. You can actually do that. There is a percentile function.
Format all cells based on their values to scale. That's what I had before there.
So the 33 percentile is, let's see here, 24,462.
Oh, did you didn't?
Yeah, what I'm going to do is just do the conditional formatting for just, I'm going to go into highlight cell rules, go down to more rules. And then I guess you probably could do a formula. Or you can just say cell value less than the 33rd percentile, 24,462, and make that red. And then between the 33rd and the 66th percentile, you make that yellow, and then greater than the 66th percentile.
So you have to come up with the number and stick it in there, right?
Well, I think you probably could do a formula.
Or a formula that figures it out as it goes.
Yeah, I'll probably end up just doing the percentile thing.
Yeah, like I said, it came out a little bit gradient, but it was there. You know?
Yeah, I don't think it wants gradient colors. I think it just wants 3 different colors.
Yeah, that's what I took it as too. But
anyway.
So if I use a formula, so
are you finding where the cutoff is of the percentile? Is that what you're thinking, Justin?
Yeah. So I know that the 33rd percentile is 24,462. So I can just say that anything less than that number will be red. And then
How do you
find
find the percentiles?
You can actually do a function equals percentile.
Just percentile or percentile.exe or INC?
I think I don't know the difference between. I've just been doing exe, and then it asks for the array. You just get that whole array, and then for k is your percentile or the percentile. So you'd have to put 33 and then the percent symbol, and then it will give you that.
Also, you say equal is less than 33%.
So then you want
66, and then you can just do your max for your 100 percentile.
Less than 24 62. Well, it doesn't do that. Okay.
Did it work?
No.
No? Oh.
Have you got yours working?
Not yet.
It wants. Do you have to put it in quotations? Is it one of those things? No, doesn't like that. So it applies to that. Formula. Oh, there's the formula. It's over there. Edit rule. Format those cells if they're less than 24.462. Okay.
Oh yeah, I got it to work.
All right, what you do?
So instead of you, I didn't use a formula.
Cancel.
I just did.
Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this.
Yeah, you can start over. So
all right.
Click on your conditional formatting, and then go down to manage rules. Or sorry, yeah, more rules. You're right, more rules. And then just down there, keep cell value, and then switch that to less than the down the bottom. Yeah, right there. So you'll keep that as cell value, and then there you'll change.
Oh, there we go. Less than.
And then you can
do a formula for the 33 percentile.
Yeah, I think I hard coded it. I just put in 24.462. I don't know.
24.462.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just did that. Okay. Format.
Format it.
Fill. Let's see. What color is the low one? Is that red?
Is that not part? Is that against the standard of professionalism?
Well, you just.
I don't know.
If the data changes, it won't work, right?
Right.
Font.
Yeah, that's why you'd want to do a formula if you're planning on having the data change.
Why didn't it apply to it?
Oh.
So what is going on here?
Go to your rules.
Cell value is less than 24 point. Oh, point. It's not point.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of the
24. Yeah.
Yeah.
1,462. Okay. Enter valid formula.
Well, get rid of the comma. I don't think it doesn't like the comma.
It doesn't. Oh,
no,
yeah.
Get rid of the equal sign.
Oh, yeah. You don't need an equal.
Right.
Okay, it's less than that number. You don't have to do anything else. Right. Apply.
Apply.
There we go. Then you go to manage rules and add another one. New rule.
And then so
you can do, but you can do the
get rid of it,
and then you can do it between.
Cell value that is between 24,463 and
28,000.
28,000. Format. Fill is yellow. And I'm going to change my font to that. Okay. Okay. Apply.
Difficult to see.
Yeah, I'll have to fix the font. That didn't work.
Change it to black. Yeah.
Yeah. Add another new rule. And go to cells that contain above greater than, was it 28?
28,001.
2001 format, fill, green. Okay, apply. Okay, so I just gotta fix some colors.
Mm-hmm.
Red looks good, black, I gotta fix yellow.
Yep.
Okay, well, I can fix that later. But anyway, I guess we'll see. I'll have to think about if you can put a formula in there or not.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
You know, you could
Yeah.
take the, certain percentile.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, let's move on. So we'll do it that way unless we can find a better way.
Yeah. Number 3. So now we are. Is this where we're getting into our pivot tables?
I think so.
Yep.
So I just selected my, whole thing. And insert pivot table. And onto an existing sheet, which then I picked my sales report. Anyway, okay, I'm going to cancel. Well, I could start over if you'd like to see how I did it. Let's just do it over here. So this one says, I don't have it in front of me.
So for table number 1, we want to calculate the sales in dollars for each month. It says and total sales for the entire year. Oh, I think we just want the total at the bottom. By make and by model.
So make is the rows, and model is underneath that. All right. There's the make and model, and then there you got to know by month too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's sales for each month.
Yeah. So then you got a big thing there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Ford and the models, Honda's models. There's the months. There's the totals, and you just got to format that.
Yep.
Dollars. Get rid of the decimal places because it said that later on.
Yep. And step 6, I think, or 5.
And then clean it up. So you, like you say, go over and center everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there's your table.
Awesome.
Now, question I have, let me go to my cell, mine. Said to put a name on the top, which I just did.
Mm-hmm.
What about all this stuff over here? Does it just stay there on these pivot tables? You can't do anything about them?
The column labels
Yeah.
and the row labels.
I mean, they're all filters, basically, if you want it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't say anything about that in the video.
No, I just in cleanup, I'm just gonna say, do I have to get rid of that? I couldn't find any way to hide them.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would, but
Yeah.
I know they talked about in the video doing like designing them. So like if you highlight the whole pivot table, you can
Right. You can change the.
change like the colors and stuff.
so if you go there, go to design,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can
You can put
Make
one of
it
those
pretty.
on it. You can scroll down or whatever.
do whatever you want. Whoa, all kinds of
Yeah.
fun things.
The only thing in step 5, it didn't say anything about the labels. It just talked about decimals and then
Yeah.
also widths. At the
Yeah,
column widths.
I made all my columns the same width up here to make it look even.
Okay.
I just selected my whole sheet and then double clicked and made them all the same
Mm-hmm.
once I was done.
Yep.
Then I've got the rest of mine all down below here. Anyway, So you want to work through all of them here? We'll just go through the next one, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, we can at least like read through them.
Okay, let's go back to the next one.
You don't have to remake them if you don't want to.
Right, yeah. I think we can
Okay.
probably just read through them. We should
Yeah,
be.
we can
Get rid
look
of
at
that.
the ones you got on the front.
Okay, so the second one, you still select the same array,
Uh-huh.
and down the rows you have the town, city, and then the model, or city and brand and model. And then across the top, you have the price, some of the sales prices for them, and then
Yeah, average.
is that average? Is that what that? Yeah, average.
Yep, it's average.
That's why I'm wondering, how do you change this? Because it doesn't say that here. I can. It shows it when I click over it. Average of sale prices.
You probably have to just expand that row.
Oh yeah, try doing that.
Yeah. Then it messes
for
all your
the
columns up. There we go.
Yeah.
I wrapped them so I could keep the columns all the same size.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So I just got to make
you
it.
Double click that. Obviously, the 22. Yep. And it should. Yep.
Here we go.
So yeah, then it tells what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know what this $2 thing is.
Yeah. What's the $2 thing?
I don't know where that came from. It just showed up. When I made the thing, it was part of the $2 value. What? I don't know.
Go back to your sales data and go up to
Sales price.
Yeah, should just say that sales price.
Well, let's do an experiment here then, see if it comes up again when I make it again. Okay, insert pivot table, location right there. Oh, what did I do?
You got. I don't think you selected the range. I think you.
Oh,
Yeah, you need to reselect the range. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
okay. So wherever it is, it's here.
Yeah, up at the top.
This one was, what was this one? If somebody read that off.
For table 2, it's the total sales for the year and average sales price by make and model for each store. So the total sales and average price should be labeled across the top of the table. Store make and model should be labeled down the side.
Price. Wait a minute. Price per month or per unit, right?
It says
By make and model.
Average sales price by make and model for each store.
And for each store.
So if I go into this sum of sales and change it to average, okay. Make model, right?
Yeah, that's got the right. It's not saying that number 2.
Yeah, I don't know where my number 2 came from. I'll have to redo that just to see where it came from.
I wonder if you can just edit it in the pivot table field. If you click on the down arrow in your values, where it's got average of sales.
Oops. Down here.
Is there an option to change that name?
No,
value settings maybe.
That's what I did to get. Well, there it is. It was up in here. Maybe I hit something on that one and added a 2 at the end of it up here.
Yeah, maybe.
You can change the name.
Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, you can change the name right there. So.
I'd try that on your other one just to see.
So if I come in here,
You can also change it up top too.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's
Oh, yeah.
there you
There
go.
we go.
That's right.
There, that's where it went.
Hey.
Now we know.
Yes.
Okay, then you
3 more
do.
tables.
Then it said to add a
Oh yeah, a filter, so we can narrow it
filter.
down.
So I brought down to the filter column and put inventory in there. So I grabbed inventory and drug it into filters. So now you can pick new, used, or all
Mm-hmm.
in your filters. So
Cool. So did you when you were making these, did you specify where you wanted them?
yes. So let me do that. Let me go back here. Select data. So if I get rid of this thing,
Like, did you make it on that page and then cut and paste it on the other page?
no. What I built, I got my sales report page built,
Uh-huh.
just a blank page.
Yep.
So then when I went here to make a pivot table, insert pivot table.
Uh-huh.
I've got my
default,
data range. It
yeah.
says on an existing sheet. You click there, and then you go to that sheet,
Okay.
click a spot on that sheet where you want it,
Yep.
and then say, okay. And it puts it on that front sheet.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, so get rid of
For the first one, it defaults to a new sheet, so you can.
yeah, it would put it in a new sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So my sheet, if you don't call out where you want it to go.
Right.
Okay,
So,
so that's the sales by inventory, and you got your little filter up here.
mm-hmm.
In fact, I gotta see something. My filter. Yeah, okay. All right, number 3, buyer demographics. So where's my
The
pivot
number
table?
of buyers.
How do I reopen my pivot table?
Should just be able to click on the top of it.
No, it didn't do that. Maybe it's up here. Oh.
Oh, click on it on the top of it, and then go up to analyze, I think, or what's the
Oh, maybe I'm in the wrong.
or
No,
just, no.
What are we trying to do?
You're just trying
I'm
to get
trying to reopen my window that I built this on.
the pivot table fields.
Oh, gotcha.
Is it up here?
Maybe field settings.
I thought when you clicked in the data, it opened. No?
It did last time, but it's not doing it this time.
This one doesn't. When I go up here, doesn't do that one either. Maybe since I formatted it.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Try
No, that didn't do it.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's field list. I think up at the top right corner under show. Or above show. The top right corner. Keep going. Right there. Field list.
To the left.
There it is. So then that shows you what I did. I drug inventory and stores for my filters up here. Columns has the buyers across there, male or female. Rows has the make and the model, Ford Escapes. And my value was buyers, and I changed it to count of buyers instead of total of buyers.
Mm-hmm.
There's some, because you can go in here and you can change that to whatever you want, sum, count, average, max, or whatever.
Yep.
So I put those all in there, and that's what's popped up. So
Okay.
then I went through, and this was big numbers. I just got rid of all the decimals and centered everything.
Right. All right. Table number 4, part 1.
Okay, part 1 said to put inventory across the top, new or used,
Mm-hmm.
and by store and salesperson. So Idaho Falls, and then the salesperson's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got sales price by the count of how many.
Yeah. Number of cars.
So that gives you that one there.
It
Any
says
questions?
number of cars sold and total dollars sold should be labeled across the top.
Ooh. Did I forget something?
Yeah, I think you left out the total dollars sold.
So do I go sales? Put that across the top too. Whoa.
Control 3.
We just want we want the number of cars, and then we want the total dollars sold.
So I missed
That'll be
something.
Do you have a sum of the sales there?
Sales price. Sum of sales.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
How big does that make it? Not too bad, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And that'll give you the total that it's sold.
So see, good to enter this so I can get.
And then you got, yeah, location and salesperson down the side.
Dollars. Back. How big is this thing? Oop, not that big. I'm gonna have to reformat to get that
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I think, but it's you got the right information in there now. Part
Okay.
2.
Okay.
We want the total sales by each salesperson and inventory type. We want the
New or
sales.
used. So the salesperson, new or used, and then the sales over here, which is sum of sales. So
And we want another filter for this one.
the filter at top is the store. So you can come in and say like Idaho Falls or whatever.
Yep. That one looks good.
Okay.
And then the last one is a table and a graph. So we just want the average age of the buyer for each of the 3 makes.
So I have buyer across the columns in the columns thing.
Mhm.
I have the make down on the rows and the average of the buyer's age as the value. And then there was a big value, so I just took it down to a whole number. So with my decimals and formatting. And I just created a chart from that.
Just from your pivot table is where you got the information?
Yeah, I just grabbed the whole
The whole thing.
thing.
Oh, okay.
And then insert chart.
Yeah.
And this is what came up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's correct.
And I just put the title in it.
Title.
Put in your access stuff, age and make.
Yep.
What's weird is it has these in there. That's the same thing. I can't get rid of these little average of buyers and make.
Oh, yeah.
It's still in there, even on the chart when you do it that way. Don't know if that's bad or good, but that's what it does.
Interesting.
It
Okay.
leaves the filter. It puts the filters on the chart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't say anything about that being bad.
No, no. I think you're just trying to learn pivot tables, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think we'll be all right. Okay, and then step 4, we want the highest salesperson with the highest priced car and the lowest priced car.
This is where I was when I clicked in. I hadn't got it done. I just had built this little table here.
Okay.
This one is just a max lookup on the data and the minimum lookup, but I haven't. How do I refer back to the salesman that associates with?
You can probably do.
Because VLOOKUP, how do you do a VLOOKUP?
Yeah,
When-
you can't. The problem is you can't do a VLOOKUP with the
A max and minimum.
backwards.
Yeah, or I mean, I was starting when you first joined in. I had these columns over here. I was making a new table.
You might be able to
Well,
do
I
an if statement.
So equals if. You say if or ifs?
Just if, I think, and then just use your max if.
If
Um,
the sum of these,
no, I don't think it's a sum.
or the max of these, or do
Oh,
I
yeah.
do the max? I go in and say max.
Max.
If max of these numbers, right? Comma.
Then give us the salesperson.
How do you do that? So you found the max of that thing.
Then close parenthesis.
So get rid of that comma, but close parenthesis.
Then if it's true,
Yeah. How does it relate to that?
so do a comma.
Does it do a VLOOKUP now? No, can't.
True.
If it's true, then I can't just select the column. What was that one function where you could just select columns you wanted to look at? Was that?
Is there a max if? Oh no, that would just be.
Oh, that was the something ifs, wasn't it? If this column is this, then look at this column. What was that one? I gotta
Try doing the whole column.
Of salespeople.
Yeah. See what that does. And then comma. And then a double quote. Or actually, no. Sorry, you don't even need to do that. Just do another end parenthesis. Yeah. Close parenthesis. And then hit enter.
Joe.
Oh, yeah. It worked.
So Joe, you found the max, and then it referred over to who it was. How did it do that?
Yeah. So it's basically saying if you find the max, then give us the salesperson that has
The
that.
corresponding salesperson. So that's where that
So you
is. It
type in
refers to the same person in the other column of whatever row it was on.
Right. So you can just
Okay.
type in that equation, or you can probably just even grab that, just copy it into.
That was max.
Your max. Yep. And then the other one, you can do the same thing. Equals if. You don't have to do ifs, just one if.
I think that's wrong though, because I think it's Larry.
Yeah, did it work out or not?
Larry is the one that had the 34,910.
Oh shoot! What did it do then? Did
Yeah,
you
that's
the first one? Yeah, it must have just given us the first one. I think you probably could do a VLOOKUP though.
Yeah,
You
how do you?
can't go backwards.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. You can do. I think you can do
Negative numbers.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
It'll go negative. You
You can do a VLOOKUP on the back end.
Yeah, because you'll just do your lookup.
VLOOKUP in this column. Well, in this, what's next? Lookup value would be this
range.
column's
The whole
max. Can you do max there?
I think you can. I'm trying it right now.
Max of this column, close parentheses, comma, table array, that table array.
No, that doesn't work.
You
Can't go backwards.
You can't do it backwards.
No.
How about? That's what I was doing when I copied this column.
So you want to find the max.
Pasted, and then I copied this column. This is where I get hung up on some of these exams. I try not to make another little table when it's legal to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So now I've got that column. Now I could do a VLOOKUP, right?
Yeah.
VLOOKUP of the max of this column in quotes, cut down, right? So I found the max in this column, and then number 2. Quotes.
Oh, you're gonna want to do the last comma. You're false. Comma.
So what? Now your table array.
Yeah,
so
you forgot your table array. So
yeah.
Go
Oh
back,
yeah.
backspace twice.
So go table array, which is this thing.
It'd be both of those. Yep. Okay.
Comma 2, comma false.
Comma 2. Do we have to do false?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do another comma.
Comma false. Close parentheses.
Larry.
There it is.
Is Larry right?
Yep.
Larry is correct.
Okay, so we could just make a new table up, I guess. So you have a new VLOOKUP table here for max and min cells. I like to label them so I know what I was doing. Anyway. So if I take that, Larry's in there.
Then you should be able to just drag it
I guess
down.
I don't need to say what the value was. He just wants to know who it was, right? Or did
No, I think it did want the
it want the value?
Number 4. Boss always likes to give an award to the salesperson who sold the highest price car and the lowest price car. Put a section below the 6th table and that calculates the highest price car and the lowest price car. Label the section awards. So sounds like we don't even need the
Price.
person, well, it just wants the price.
Oh, it just wants the price?
Yeah, I think that's all it
What?
wants. Is just the max
Well,
and the min.
I had the price. That was easy.
Yeah, that's all you needed. And I think they said that in the video too. It said really all this wants is just the max and the min.
Oh, I should have gone back and watched the video again.
Yeah,
So we've been doing all this for nothing.
I mean, it's good to know.
Okay. So all we need is the
That's
sales maximum price and minimum price, like I had there.
Yep, that's it. And
Okay.
then standards of professionalism, and it's good to go.
Well, that took a while. Gee.
Yeah, it's just a lot of charts. So. All right. Does anyone have any questions on that?
I just got to go clean everything up, looks like. So,
Yeah, for those charts, you just got to be careful with what it wants. And it'll give you everything on what it wants in the rows and what it wants in the column.
yeah. Like I said, I missed that one on that one chart. So
Yeah, just read through it carefully.
this one that's due on Saturday, I usually just close it up and sit on it until Saturday. And
Yeah.
I go back and look at it with fresh eyes Saturday morning and submit it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
'Cause
I
it's,
usually procrastinate.
I work. I like to say I work better under pressure.
Under pressure. Yeah.
yes, I do too. So.
All right.